Hi everyone, this is EstaRa with a message for you today. Today is Sunday, July 22nd, 2018, and this is my third attempt, so three times a charm. We're in the Mercury retrograde shadow period still, and we haven't gone retrograde yet. It's just a shadow period just before it goes into retro. And it affects my electronics, everything. Typically, the worst time for me is shadow period versus the retrograde. So I'm hoping this is recording. I'm hoping I can get the messages out to you today. I've been trying to do this since early this morning. So, Spirit is really, really, really around and trying to get all of our attention right now. So, let's start with a couple things. First and foremost, today is Mary Magdalene's feast day. And the Catholic Church honors Mary Magdalene on this day. I want us all to take a moment just to breathe in the energy. And I'm tingling from head to toe, tingling with this energy of Mary Magdalene. She's here with me right now. She has been such an important part of this journey, particularly with regard to twin flames. She and Yeshua have brought in the energy of divine love. And she particularly has been bringing in more and more of the divine feminine awakening energy. And she started really a long time ago trying to make her presence known and bring that into our divine energies, right? So she's been really guiding us along this journey. When I started my journey, um, I had a lot of beautiful angelic presence with me. I also had a lot of ascended masters, and she was one of them. And when I really started to get on this path of the twin flame, when I finally acknowledged this is what it is, and I stopped running myself and stopped denying what I was feeling and experiencing, Mary Magdalene and Yeshua were there with me the whole way, and they've been with me since. And they come in from time to time when I need them, and I actually work with them pretty much every single day. They are really the heroes of the twin flame energy. They are the twin flame energy, and they bring that with them wherever they go, and they amplify the energies around us, bringing us love. And so, um, thank you, Magdalene, for your beautiful light and for your messages of love. Um, if you have a message you'd like me to share, please let me know now. I ask for the highest divine guidance available to me to merge with me and flow through me now. Greetings, dear ones. On this journey that you are on, please recognize within your soul that you are doing a fabulous job, even though on the surface it may feel messy and uncomfortable and not what you've desired or not what you want. Recognize that a lot of stuff is leaving you now. It is transmitting through your body outward. It is being sent out into the universe for transformation and transmutation. Your energy is going to shift and change in the coming weeks. We ask you to recognize within you that this is happening in divine and perfect order. Recognize it is not another block in the road. It is not another reason to stop going forward. Recognize this energy as the divine light that you are, shining light upon those things in your life that it is time to let go of, time to move through, time to finish, time to complete. EstaRa knows that which I speak of today, for she is bringing back the energies to finish off several books that she started over the years. Her energy and focus is going towards that now. So, dear ones, recognize as the universe is bringing opportunities for love to come into your reality. Love of self, first and foremost. For if you wish for divine union, dear ones, you must be able to receive that divine union and that divine love from your twin. And you must be able to return that back in like. Many of the things being revealed to you at this time, beautiful beings, has much to do with your twin flame journey. For now is the time for you to see where you're headed, where your union will manifest. Yes, I do say where, and that means in a multidimensional level. Where in your heart do you feel that now? We ask you to look inside your soul and begin to embody who you are. Begin to embody truly the love that you are. For many of you, the last several weeks have been difficult and trying. Many of you have been caught up in the emotions. We understand from your perspective the emotions are difficult to get through. However, dear ones, we ask you to be an observer and to recognize that the emotions simply are an indicator as to where you are on your journey. Feeling sadness, pain, and grief, that is simply letting you know there is something you're releasing and letting go of, and that is okay, dear ones. It is okay to let go and step back. Free the reins. Let go with your hands and your heart and allow the energies to carry you forward. Allow your love to carry you forward. Trust in that divine love between you and your beloved. For the love between the two of you transcends all time and space and will always guide you back to one another. It is simply in the human form that both of you have forgotten the path. Most likely, you have been able to awaken to that path. You and your beloved are awakening to that path back to one another. That path is calling to you each and every day. And we are assisting you on this path. Recognize our guidance and our support and our love, for it is here to help you find your way to one another. The way back is through your own heart. The way back into union is through your own self-love. Self-love has many connotations in your physical reality. Some people deem it to be an egoic thing. Some people deem it to be a self-care thing. Dear ones, we wish to tell you this is the place that you live in love from. Live from this place of self-love. Self-love requires you to be present with yourself in the moment, feeling and expanding your heart energy, allowing yourself to recognize what is love and what is not in your reality. What are the blocks you've placed there? Those blocks are simply forms of self-preservation that you learned at a very young age. It's time now, dear ones, to open that up and clear and remove those blocks. It's okay to unlock them and release them. Our journey ahead as divine union energy has already paved its way. Yeshua and I have come to the planet once before, and we are here now assisting each and every one of you into union. Our hope for you is to remember what divine union is for you. Divine union is simply the feeling of being home with your beloved, feeling safe, feeling loved. We ask you now to go into your heart. See your beautiful divine counterpart in front of you. Share the energy of love between you and your divine counterpart. Open your heart, dear one, and allow the energies that I'm about to send to you. Allow them in. Miko shia ayin no pa isa kai no makashu but la yeto makasa de ba shi klagen mandani na kasa yo no makadero bara shita ya la makona sita ye kono na shikena na torba yan la mo katia na shia o ta pa ikana shono ma alaki na na kotorba na sita pa kashiya na ma anako anasapi ataya onora kala inar marko shoto ma na akala in no shia na ma ono teka pai like at mana sita kushu mana to yena saka bodaka yela mana ni so toriani such a shamania kala yendo bono wani na kutbara saya ono kwa yema shoto makana sala yopo nagi na to so di bataki na kono madala i podreka shota yemana kata ono sata ila kapona ishata kama onara sakaya Onora krapahishito yebalahita romatahita romaitri oritra parikushita laita ororeshi medete okopasayeta reka. Onra kasata yela atakosa. Ela se te casó mana si shota quizá onora katara isla sokopana si takashila si takapola shila ora kala ola kala ola kala. Feel these energies as they transmute within you everything that is no longer of God and no longer of love and no longer resonates at the frequency and vibration that you wish your union to be in, that you intend your spirit to be, and that you truly are aligned when you are in your soul's truth. Feel that energy from your heart transmitting outward, sending that over to your divine beloved, knowing whether you consciously are aware or not, knowing that within you, dear one, that your beloved is feeling this energy coming into them. Simply take a moment and just breathe in as this energy of light transmutes everything within you and transforms you into a higher frequency being. We ask that you take a deep breath in and exhale any sound that you desire or wish, just to anchor this energy within you now. It is with deepest gratitude, love, honor, and respect that we bring this message to you today. We are Magdalene and Yeshua. We are your divine guides on this twin flame journey. We are here with you. Namaste. Wow, that was not a message I expected. Thank you, Magdalene. Thank you for utilizing my energy and transmitting the message. Um, wow, that was kind of incredible. And the room is really bright right now. My eyes are like bugging out if you can't see that. I actually want to keep them closed a little because it's almost overwhelming. So, wow, that was beautiful. I have no idea what I said. Or what Magdalene said, because I channel and it sometimes just goes through me and I felt it as it was coming. My whole body was reacting and tingling, but I didn't really hear it. I didn't attach on to it. Or latch on to it. Wow, I'm not gonna be able to speak properly because I'm still kind of in between the energies. Um, it needs to integrate into my physical being right now. So what I wish to tell you is that it's going to integrate in yours. If you haven't begun to feel it, it will over the next day or so. Um, what that was a blessing for your divine union and an opening of your heart energy to reveal any blocks that are there for you. Um, what I was going to talk about today is kind of what Magdalene assisted us with. It was I'm like kind of in this emotional. I don't even know how to describe what I'm feeling. So much love is around me right now, and when I channel these beautiful beings of light, they come in and they're so warm and loving. It's just an immense. I'm like an immense gratitude for their love. Like it was just incredible right now. Um, so thank you, and thank all of you for watching and listening. Um, Gosh, I really hope this is recording. So wow. So what I was going to talk about today is the divine feminine energy and how there's a lot of blocks in our heart, and it's not unknown to some of us, and some of us it's completely unknown. We don't even have a clue why we're blocking love. Oh, we're not blocking love. I'm not blocking love. It's actually from childhood in this lifetime, which we incarnated with memories of previous lifetimes where we've been hurt, mutilated, harmed, battered, massacred for love, for lack of a better way of saying it. And so we've come in with these self-preservation techniques, and then we enter this lifetime, selected the families we chose to be in that would invoke our behavior patterns, if you will. And then we started to rewire this new brain that we came into this body, and we rewired the patterns to reflect the trauma and the drama from previous lifetimes and this lifetime, so that we're um, creating, it's like almost like a matrix of blocks in front of our heart chakra. And we did that simply because we came in knowing we're going to clear all that stuff so that we could be in divine union. And we knew that we had to do that to become one with our beloved. So, and they had the same mission as well. The same thing happened for them, and we've struggled. We've had a lot of assistance in our struggle, meaning there's been a lot of dark entities on the planet that have invested their time in keeping the divine twins apart. We've also had a ton of I'm sorry, I'm still kind of in that crazy energy where I feel so good, but at the same time kind of spacey and want to just go bask in the light and love. So forgive me for being a little slow in my thought process. We we chose to come in knowing that our job was to clear that for ourselves and all of our soul group and humanity. And in order to do that, we'd have to actually sink into that vibrational frequency. Meanwhile, the darker energies and entities recognized that was a way to keep us apart and not bring this divine love here and break through the so-called matrix of the earth that's here. And so we've had that. And then we've had humans carry out those patterns as well. And so because our vibrational frequency carried those blocks and those, if you will, the repellent to keep love away, or to only allow certain love in that typically hurt us, and it could be mentally, emotionally, or physically, but it was like this, almost like a beacon out to energies to come in and mirror for us what was going on. And our twin is the only one that could bypass that. And yet, it doesn't appear that way on the surface, because if you look at all of us twins that are struggling to come into union or have been separated for a long time or go in and out of separation or in and out of contact, it looks like, oh my gosh, they can't even receive our love. The truth is, our twin can receive our love and we can receive theirs. It just takes us a little bit more to integrate because it's actually real. It's not a surface level thing. They do break through the barriers. They do get in, and we do get inside their heart, which triggers them to have to heal because they love that feeling, but they hate the emotions that come up. They're afraid of the feelings that are coming up because you can't just feel love and not the other. You have to feel it all. You can't feel just the happy without the sad. You have to feel all of it. So once you open to love, you open to everything. And so a lot of us have created those self-preservation blocks, if you will, fences, whatever words you want to use in your heart. And so some of us have been working really hard at clearing our heart's chakra spaces and opening up to let that love in. And some of us have been very successful, meaning we've been able to like let things go and open up a little bit more. But we're not completely successful just yet. And the reason being is the stuff that's been surfacing for the last few weeks for many of us. Those are like the little prickly things that are still left over for us. And that's kind of like, as my guides have been saying, observe, be the observer as to what's coming up and surfacing. Observe it, because it's not like you didn't do the work on that. It's literally the remnants that need to get cleared and have to go away. And as it's going away, it's coming up to be seen, if you will. And if we don't jump in and spiral into it, we're allowing it to leave and transition out of us. And that's great. If we allow it to come up and really, it's not just drifting away and we're not just seeing it and it's going away. If it's coming in and it's really affecting our lives and it's kicking up a lot in our energy, then it's really something to look at, because there must be a core belief system under there that you're still carrying, a core wiring that you're carrying with regard to that feeling and that emotion. And I find that this past few weeks, I've gotten so many emails and calls from clients that are really in crisis right now. They're going through so many emotions, so many feelings, or I have a lot of people withdrawing and pulling away and just being in the thick of it. You need to be there. It's not It's not something you can jump over, you can run around. You have to go right through the feelings and the emotions. Those are so important right now because you're doing it for you, you're doing it for your twin, but you're also doing it for all of humanity. And this is what we came here for. And this time right now is so imperative that we spend doing the work. And it's really easy to distract, but I'm going to encourage you not to. Yes, once in a while it's okay to veg out in front of like the TV and do nothing. Absolutely, I'll give you that. But you can't do it all the time. You can't do it every day. You got to deal with the feelings. So get a notebook out, journal, get a blank canvas, start painting, throw color, do whatever you need to do. Go outside and run in nature, throw rocks, do whatever you need to do just to get things moving in your energy field. You can move, dance, sing. I do a lot of singing. I used to do a lot of dancing, unfortunately, because my body was always an issue the last few years. I haven't done as much movement, but I can't wait to do it again because I feel like it's coming. Um, Finally, let's move into the divine masculine. What is going on with the divine masculine? They're feeling everything I just described to you, but amplified even more. Why? Why is it amplified even more? Because they are likely dealing with some stuff for the first time, meaning that their distractions are no longer working. They may try them, they're not working. And they're in the thick of it and they're kind of like in it, just like really in it right now. And while they're really in it right now, um, it's it's really trying for them to be present. It's trying for them to be there for you. It's trying for them to be there for themselves. And a lot of them are in karmic relationships that they feel trapped and stuck in. And they've been feeling that for years, but they've been able to escape it and run away. Maybe speak with you, maybe use you as a distraction, or use life or work or whatever have you for a distraction. They can't do that anymore and they're not being allowed to do that anymore. It's not like they consciously are not being allowed. It's just energetically their spirit is like, no, we need to be in this. So it keeps bringing full circle all this stuff for them to heal. So the more that you're healing and clearing, recognize it's reverberating in their reality. And whatever's going on for them to some degree is going on for you and vice versa. So whatever you're dealing with, recognize an aspect of that your beloved is going through in addition to whatever else your beloved is going through. And whatever they're going through is going in your reality. I had an epiphany last evening when I held a meditation group, and it was really clear to me that while my twin, I felt him in a very raw energy place, raw emotional place, feeling very vulnerable, feeling childlike, kind of in that space of fear. And I recognize that I don't actually feel that, but to some degree, I'm experiencing some of that in my own life with certain things that are happening, like with regard to family health issues and my own health issues. It's created this, oh my God, I am raw, but I'm not having the emotional raw. I'm having more the physical raw. So like all these physical things are being exposed for me to deal with and to like clear up for good. And they do have roots in my childhood. They do have roots that go all the way back. My twin is going through his emotions and they have roots all the way back into his childhood. So there is that going on. So I feel like I might not be in this emotional drawn place, raw and crying and screaming or frozen in trauma where I feel like his energy is, but I'm feeling my own sense of that with my body, with stuff that's going on with my body. So I'm sharing that personal thing because I want you to have an idea of what I mean by that. So it's not exactly the same, but it is definitely along the same lines. And your divine masculine right now have little expectations for what they need to do for you in this time. Because while you're going through what I just described, the few weeks of, get ready. We are transforming dramatically in the next couple months, like dramatically different. And, to lead up to that, I had a dream last night that was really intense, and I'm not going to remember the details right now, and I'm not going to remember everything right now. But what I am going to tell you is in the dream, I woke up in a world very similar to the earth and what my life looks like. But I wasn't home, and I was at like some beautiful park somewhere, and I was in a building, and I was looking around, and there was like two kinds of people, very dramatically different, one extreme and one the other extreme. One was like at peace and feeling love and hopeful for the future, and the other was feeling heavy, stagnant, and fearing and awaiting death. And what a dream. It was much more detailed and much more crazy than I'm describing because it was a dream. Um, but I really feel like that was a significant message about what we're moving into the next few weeks, or we've been in and still are in for the next few weeks. It's about choosing where you want to be. And you can't just say, oh, I want to be the happy, peaceful person. I don't want to be the one waiting for death. I want to be the happy, peaceful person. You can't just say that because it has to be fueled by the energy behind it. So intention is key. But here's the crazy part, like, if you're not feeling it for real, it's not resonating truly in your soul, then it ain't going to happen. It's not possible to happen. You actually prevent it from happening because you're doing it from here. You got to do it from your heart. How do you do that from your heart? Open your heart, be vulnerable to the opportunities that are presenting themselves to you. If you're feeling emotion, feel the emotion. If you're feeling happy, feel the joy. Do not let yourself be held back anymore. Be very conscious of those around you, the people in your life. Don't take on their negativity. If they're feeling negative, step away. If it means you're by yourself doing something on your own, do it on your own. You don't need somebody there to be okay. You don't need somebody there to see you through something that needs to happen. The reality is you need you to be in the highest vibrational frequency as possible to raise you up into the life that you want to live, not the negative choice. So that dream was very significant in the fact that I feel like that is what is happening this year. Lots of choices are being made on our path where we need to go. I remember channeling about 2 or 3 years ago now, possibly 2 years ago, about timelines, about how we're choosing our timeline. And they were telling me like timelines were collapsing and new ones are starting to appear that were never there, potentials that were never there before, and old ones that no longer have any fuel towards them. Nothing is directing that. Like if you've done a lot of healing, which my guess is a lot of you have, um, if you've done a lot of healing, then you have let go of a lot of timelines that are no longer possible, meaning they're not necessarily good timelines for your energy vibration. So I'm feeling like that choosing of timelines is happening this year, happening now. And I say now because everything is now, but we're in 2018. That's what this year is about. Remember, from the beginning, it's an 11 year. So 11 is a huge number for twin flames. So we're choosing that journey. The more you choose for you, the more your beloved is going to choose for themselves. And I want you to hold faith to that because one of the things that I recognize is that when I waver on my faith, it really, really affects my twin. And when I waver on everything, it really affects me. Um, and a lot of times, my wavering is totally not about it's not about my twin. It's not about me. It is about me, but it's not about me directly. It's indirectly by the people I'm surrounding myself with. So I teach a lot of classes and I have a lot of people that I work with, and a lot of people are in bad places, and if I don't clear my energy and I don't keep my vibration up and do things that are right for me, then I let that weigh me down somewhere, and it does infiltrate my field and influences my energy. And so there's a beautiful part of it. So in a negative way that can happen, but there's also a beautiful part of it. It sometimes motivates me to work on something that I hadn't worked on in a while, or because of that, an epiphany comes up because I'm working with someone. Regardless, whatever we do, we get influenced by those around us. So I encourage you strongly to pay attention to the energies that you're surrounding yourself with. Choose people of like mind. Choose people of like vibration. Choose people of like heart. So if you want to open your heart, choose people that want to open their heart or already opening their heart. Make sure that you are making that your priority going forward. It is so imperative at this time. I am extremely optimistic about the twin flame journey, and it's not a lot of you might think, oh, it's easier said than done, or, it's easy for you. It's not easy for me. Every day, it's a task and a chore for me to stay in this frequency and vibration. It's also a task and chore for me to stay on this journey. It's been a long time for me and my beloved. I love him dearly, and truly I truly can imagine this life with him and this beautiful energy that I've been feeling with us forever. It feels like eons. I remember home with him, and I know he remembers home with me, and that makes it easier, I think, to remember that we both feel that. However, it is a chore every day to stay in the faith because it's been a long time. And I get bombarded by the human world around me. And I notice that a lot of people get spiraling downward. Please, please do not allow yourself to spiral downward. Reach out to me, reach out to a friend, reach out to someone who understands the journey. And by all means, if you want a reading with someone, go to someone who's a twin flame. Do not go to someone who's not, because they won't understand the path. They won't understand the journey, and they'll probably navigate you not necessarily on purpose or the wrong way, but they'll do what they think from their egoic perspective is the right thing to say to you if they're not staying in their intuitive being. I remember many years ago I had a reading with a wonderful woman. This is when after I first, actually, I didn't meet my twin just yet. I met him on the human level, but not in person. We had been communicating through internet for a long time. And he and I were about to meet. And I remember I went for a reading. I was really nervous about it. And this person did not understand, who we were, and did not understand the journey, and said, "What? I don't understand, like, why you're waiting for so long to meet. You should be meeting right away. This should happen right now." And she didn't understand the whole karmic thing. There's a karmic energy. He was with someone else, and she didn't understand, like, what that meant. And she just like, "Oh, it's never going to happen," and didn't believe that. She was doing that from a very egoic perspective, not intentionally. It's because she was trying to protect me. She was a very loving soul. But then about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes into the reading, I saw her energy shift into a higher frequency. I could see it visibly change. Her face changed. And she started to tell me, "This is like another half of your soul. This person loves you already as you are. There is no expectation. They're already in love with you. You are exactly what they've been looking for. And they are exactly what you've been looking for." It was so profound and beautiful how I could see the shift in that person. That doesn't happen with everybody who reads. So please just be conscious of that. I don't want you to get thrown down the wrong path. I'm still extending, you know, summer specials for Twin Flames. I'll put them in the links below. There is a 3-card check-in reading. It's a little video reading that I do for you. It's $25 for 3 cards. There is our healing, clearing, and reading session. It's all 3 of those come together because I don't just read people. I read you, clear you, and I do a little coaching with you so we can help you through the journey. There's specials for that for hour, 45 minutes, and an hour and a half. So check that out in the thing below. August 12th, I believe, let me just check my calendar to see if I can see it, is the next Twin Flame group meditation webinar. So pay attention for that through your email. If you're not on my email, please email me at april@soulstarhealing.com. My email will be in the links below, and you'll get information and updates as to what's going on with the Twin Flames. I highly recommend those. They're very powerful sessions, really good when you have group energy working together. I also want to share with you lots of cool things are coming up in the fall. Those of you who have been wanting to do mastery of manifestation, I have a class coming up in September. It is a beautiful healing, transformation healing retreat, and it is in Healing, Transformation, and Manifestation Retreat. It's in Canada, just outside of Toronto. In September, September 21st to 24th, the beautiful autumnal equinox is during that weekend, and that will be high vibrational energy simply because of the equinox. But we are gathering together as women using divine feminine energy to really access 5th dimensional manifestation skills and abilities, and clearing anything that we've carried in that needs to go in terms of creating manifestation abundance in our lives in any way, shape, or form that we want. So it's a very intensive workshop weekend. It will be very powerful. We will have vegan food, and we will gather together at a location, eat, sleep, and work together and become a team for one another to help us on our journey. So please come check that out. That'll be a little bit in my link below, but it will come out in my mailing list this coming week. I'm finalizing the cost and the plans because there's a lot of information to go into it. So I wanted to just give you a little sneak peek about that. Again, if you need anything, please reach out. Don't hesitate. Honestly, my job is to help you. And I've been getting the message for the last 2 weeks, and I've been really trying to do videos, and I've been having lots of technological things, but my guides keep saying you need to you need to get going. You need to help people. I want to help as many twins as possible to come into union. It is time for us now. No more delays, no more waiting, no more no more tripping over our own feet, I guess is the words I want to say. So please, please, please reach out if you need help. I want to make this happen for all of us. We have a limited time for divine union, and I want it to happen now. So, namaste, dear ones. Beautiful blessings of abundance to all of you. I hope you got this message. Namaste. Blessed union to you.